Hi guys, Peter Binnings here again, and I wanted to take a moment to just talk about another skill I like to work with my clients around on. And this is a very appropriate setting. I've been on a nice long hike and I'm on a place called Ridge Trail. And as you can kind of see behind me, this gorgeous just view of all the landscape kind of there behind me. And we can see a lot here, right? You can also see the sky up here. It's nice and clear right now. There's a fog bank over here. Not too many clouds today. That's going to change as the day goes on. So this skill is what I call a perspective skill. And so if you work with me or you kind of work with do the kind of therapy I do, I talk to a lot of my clients about noticing. Notice your thoughts, notice your feelings, notice what's showing up for you. Sometimes people can kind of use this, other colleagues of mine use the observing self, observing what's going on. Well, I like this viewpoint because a lot of times what I find for myself and my clients is we get kind of stuck in our thoughts and our feelings. They seem overwhelming. They seem like they're too much. What do we do with them? We don't know. Well, I'm going to use this metaphor. This is the skill. I call it the sky and the weather. Here's the sky behind me. So if you just notice the sky, it's nice and blue. Now, as the day goes by, that fog bank over there is going to be rolling in. We're going to get some clouds probably. Might be overcast. There could be big storms that come through here. The weather's constantly changing. Now, the weather is a lot like your emotions and your thoughts. Constantly changing. Sometimes it's real dark and stormy. Sometimes it's real nice and clear. Well, the sky just makes room for the weather. Weather comes and goes, changes, but the sky just kind of holds the weather. The sky's there. Now, you have this perspective as well. There's a you there. You can call this your noticing self. They can just notice your thoughts and your feelings, just observe. That's not necessarily your thoughts or feelings. So if you're able to take a step back, just notice your thoughts and feelings, know what's going on, that gives you a perspective. Very similar to where I'm at right now. I can look out, I can see a lot of things from a different perspective. I'm away from them, I can observe. If I was a general, I could look out over the battlefield. It's a much different perspective than a soldier in the thick of it. And when I'm in this perspective, all of a sudden, I have distance and I can see things differently. I'm not caught up in the minutia of what's kind of going on down there. Once again, if that was a battlefield down there, I'm not caught up in the battle. I'm observing it. And then I can kind of make some strategic choices. So, what do you do with this? Well, there's a few things you can take from this video. One, you can take the metaphor of the sky and the weather. Take a moment. See if you can just step back and notice your thoughts and feelings. Now, this is an action skill. Think about, you can ask yourself, how can I step back? How can I just notice my thoughts and feelings? What's my mind telling me right now? What emotions are showing up? Instead of trying to fix, stall, figure out, if it was stormy right now and I was like, you damn clouds, Old therapist yells at clouds. All right, for those of you who get that meme, excellent. Right? People be walking by this path going, what's wrong with that guy? He's yelling at the weather, right? But we do this a lot, right? We yell at our thoughts, we yell at our feelings. I get that. But just take a moment and you can kind of take and think, okay, what happens if I step back? What if I just can be the sky, make room for my thoughts and feelings, notice them? Try that out. See what that's like. You can also think of the perspective of what happens if I pull back from my thoughts and feelings and I can just observe what's kind of going on. You might be able to see more patterns. You might be able to see where you get stuck. Maybe you notice your mind always goes back to the certain thing and gets fixated on it. Oh, my mind's doing that. I can get stuck. It's getting stuck. I can pull back. Kind of similar if a general's looking and saying, well, those troops are going to go right into that and they're going to get trapped, but they can't see that. I can. Let me call down. All right, don't go that way. your flank's gonna get taken. Follow the Roman Empire. I'm a guy. All right. All guys follow the Roman empires, right? There's something about that. All right. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I took a little bit of time. I just want to share that with you. Going on this nice walk. Saw this moment. Thought it'd be relevant. All right. Have a good one.